Welcome to Fabby John's, the joy of decorating. Today we're going to walk through 10 things that can make a home look less beautiful or not finished. Along with simple ideas, designers often use to improve these spaces. Many of these changes are surprisingly easy, and they can make a noticeable difference. Let's begin with something that designers almost always notice immediately, and I know you do too when you go to someone's house. Visible wires and cables. Visible wires are one of the quickest things that can make a space feel less polished. Television cords, lamp cords, charging cables can draw the eye in a way that interrupts the calm feeling of a room. Designers usually try to hide these whenever possible. This might mean running cords behind furniture, using simple cord covers, or grouping electronics neatly so that room feels more organized and intentional. When the wires are less visible, the entire space immediately feels cleaner and more refined. Outdated boob lights. You know the ones I'm talking about. Many homes still have the classic ceiling fixture called a boob light. These fixtures were very common for many years, but they tend to make a room feel dated really fast. Replacing one light fixture can dramatically change the feeling of a space. Even a simple modern pendant light or an elegant flush mount can instantly make the room feel more current and thoughtfully designed. Lighting is the easiest way to elevate a home. I looked at Walmart, I looked at Lowe's, and I looked at Home Depot. And for the price of a boob light, you can get a really modern, beautifully aesthetic light fixture. Just start with one until you get rid of all of them in your home. And your home will feel more modern and current. Very bright accent walls. Accent walls were extremely popular for a long time, especially in bold colors. But very bright or highly contrasting accent walls can sometimes make a room feel visually unbalanced. Today, many designers prefer softer color palettes, where the walls work together harmoniously. This doesn't mean a room must be neutral, but using colors that feel calm and connected often creates a more beautiful and timeless result. And I think many of us are guilty of the next one: messy countertops. Kitchens and bathrooms can quickly feel overwhelming when countertops become crowded with many small items. Designers usually recommend editing these spaces so that only the most useful or beautiful items remain visible. A tray with a soap dispenser, a small plant, or a bowl can create a simple vignette while still keeping the space functional. When surfaces feel organized, the entire room feels calmer and more elegant. Curtains that stop well above the floor can make any room feel unfinished. Designers often hang curtains so they either lightly touch the floor or gently break at the bottom. This creates a much more elegant line and makes the room appear taller. Another helpful tip is hanging the curtain rod slightly higher than the window frame, which visually lifts the entire room. Cluttered open shelving. Open shelves can be beautiful, but they can also become cluttered very quickly. When too many objects fill a shelf, the eye has nowhere to rest. Designers usually create balance by mixing books, decorative objects, and leave empty space. Sometimes simply removing a few items allows the remaining pieces to stand out and look more intentional. Stickers or decals on walls. Wall decals and stickers can be fun in certain spaces, but in many rooms, they can make the space feel temporary or unfinished. Designers often prefer artwork. The larger, the better. Framed prints or simple wall decor instead. Framed art adds structure and permanence to a room. More thoughtfully designed, mass-produced artwork. Seems to me that everywhere I go, everybody has the same artwork. This one, I've done many times. Cheap-looking faux plants and flowers. Plants add life and freshness to a room, but artificial plants that look obviously fake can sometimes have the opposite effect. If real plants are not practical, try choosing very high-quality faux greenery that closely resembles the real thing. They're out there. Another simple option is using fresh branches or greenery from your backyard, which can look beautiful and natural. Artwork that is too small. Small artwork on a large wall can make the wall feel empty and disconnected from the rest of the room. Designers often choose larger pieces of art or create a gallery wall that fits the space more appropriately. Art should feel balanced with the furniture below it so that the room can feel visually complete. The wonderful thing about all of these decorating ideas is that most of them are very easy to adjust. Creating a beautiful home is rarely about perfection or expensive purchases. Often it simply comes down to thoughtful details, balance, and editing the space so that the most beautiful elements can shine. Small improvements can have a surprisingly powerful effect on how a room feels. Even if you just change one of these things in your home, the change has a big impact immediately that you can see and feel. Creating a home is a journey, sometimes a little messy, but often wonderfully rewarding. You'll make mistakes along the way. I do. We all do. And each one reveals something about how you live, what comforts you, and what truly works for your everyday life. Begin right here, right now, where you are. By fixing one of these things one by one, avoiding common interior design mistakes isn't about following strict rules. It's simply about becoming more aware of how a space functions, feels, and looks. In the end, the goal isn't a perfectly flawless house. It's creating a home that feels authentic, welcoming, and unmistakably yours. Happy decorating! Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one. Look at the playlist and see all other past videos that I think you will love. See you on the next one. Bye!